ご注文はエスプレッソのティーで。エスプレッソのショートでよろしいでしょうか。ショートで結構です。
お待たせしました。エスプレッソになります。
ちっさー。超逃げ。I'd like some more coffee. Coffee?
No! Read it again!
Huh? I'd like some more crypto. I'd like some more chaos. Crypto, coffee.
Rawr! Chaos!
What's the second button? There is no second pass.
How's it going, guys? I'm the Crypto Otaku, back again for some more chaos and coffee in the morning. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Sitting at 92,700 Bitcoin. And the world is blowing up. It's on fire. It's on fire right now with all of these freaking lies. There's all these lies. I'm gonna get into it, guys. I got a clip to show you. You won't believe what's happening in the open markets this morning. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. How's it going? How's it going? Let me get the dancing mascots out of here, get the show going, and yeah, we'll see how you guys are feeling in the chat this morning. How you guys feeling? I'm ready. I got my coffee. I'm ready to see some flames. We got a lot of chaos happening this morning, guys. Morning Otaku, first one here. Crypto JPEG, how's it going? Crypto JPEG, good morning, good morning. Strawberry Dragons as well. We got a dog in me. His Crypto Lives is shilling some dog in me this morning. Oh God, Rocket, yes, the Rocket on that meme coin, I guess. Crypto JPEG, what time did you guys shut down the open mic last night over at Crypto Future? Man, I think it was like after 1 o'clock in the morning, like 1:30. Yeah, it was late. It was real late. I had a hard time getting up this morning, guys. But, you know, we're here. We're here. We got 8 minutes till the market live open. So we got some time. Jeez, I fell asleep listening to you guys. I think my mic was muted. Crypto JPEG. Man, you have to let me know who you are over there, man. Everyone's got so many names these days. Good morning, Otaku. Hey, guy, how's it going? Quintessence Fire. I know who you are. Yeah, I got my eye on you, my guy. What up, man? What up, Overcome? Great open mic last night. Yeah, it was fun. You know, not enough wallet talks, right? Am I right? Not no questions about the wallets last night. Of course, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. I'm kidding. Great open mic. Oh yes, a coffee in hand. Happy Thursday, Milk Money. How's it going, Milk Money? With the Thursday. At work with normies. Just wanted to pop in and say what up, yo boy. Of course, drop a like and do all the things here on YouTube, please, guys. I'm so close. I'm so close to getting monetized and getting paid to actually do this. It's been doing this for about 2 years now. And yeah, we only got like 500 or less more hours of views, and we're ready to do some fun stuff. I can't wait for the super chats, the emojis, the freaking the merch. Oh god, I'm gonna have so much fun with the merch, guys. So much fun. I got so many ideas. It's gonna be great. All right. So let's rip the band-aid off. We got about 5 minutes till the market opens. I want to share this with you guys before we see the opening bell because this is huge. It's about a 2 or 3 minute video I found this morning. Look at this. Beijing dismisses ongoing claims of U.S. trade war talks. Apparently, Beijing is not getting these talks that Trump's saying that we're having. Okay, so here's their response. Booyah.
这些都是假消息。据我了解，中美双方并没有就关税问题进行磋商或谈判，更谈不上达成协议。这场关税战是由美方发起的，中方的态度是一贯的、明确的。
It's probably easier if I just, I'm going to read it so you guys who are not looking at the screen can understand. The reports are fake news. As far as I know, China and the United States have not held consultations or negotiations on the tariff issue, yet alone reached an agreement. This tariff war was initiated by the United States, and China's attitude is consistent and clear. If you want to fight, we will fight. To the end. If you want to talk, the door is open. Dialogue and negotiation must be equal, respectful, and mutually beneficial. What we have seen is that the U.S. Abuses tariffs, seriously undermine the WTO rules, and harm the common interest of people of all countries. I would like to emphasize once again that the tariff war is initiated by the United States, and China's position is consistent and clear. If the U.S. truly wants to settle the issue through dialogue and negotiation, it should abandon the exertion of maximum pressure and stop intimidation and blackmailing, and engage in dialogue with China on the basis of equality, respect, and mutual benefit. That was the response from China last night. All right, so more chaos this morning, guys. Let's see what happens. I can't wait to see the dollar collapse today again, probably on the backs of this news. Taking a look at some of our stuff. We're gonna get into Bloomberg real quick because they've been chatting up a storm about this this morning too. All right, let's see what we got. Let's just sit in the Dixie. Where's my Dixie? There it is. Dixie is at 99.4 still. Looks like it's slightly getting a curve right there, down to the downward. Yeah. So we still got some time. Oh man, where is all the fun stuff? Like 5 days ago, we were sitting at 98. Just 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I missed those days. We'll get back there, guys. We'll get back there. Getting back to the chat real quick. We've got 2 or 3 minutes for the open to happen. What up, man? Overcome in the house. How's it going, Overcome? Yes, great open mic last night. Coffee in hand. Let's get this Thursday going. And, of course, at work with the normies. Yes, yo, boy, we are up to date. Okay, let's get back into the open bell with Bloomberg. The Bloomberg. We got 2.5 minutes or less. Let's see some other metrics before that pops off the open. Alright, and nothing else breaking. Trump on Fox Business. Nothing else breaking on CNBC. Oh, there we go. Trump tells Putin to stop Russian strikes on Kyiv. Can we even trust them that was even taking place either? Because who's lying? That's what I want to know. Who's lying? Because yeah, Trump was also talking about the end of war on terror on Ukraine and Kyiv and Russia, and having a ceasefire with Russia. And apparently, it's not happening. Trump tells Putin to stop Russian strikes on Kyiv. President Trump calls the Russian President Vladimir Putin to halt missile and drone attacks on Ukraine. I'm not happy with the Russian strikes on Kyiv, Trump wrote in the Trump social post. Not necessarily a very bad timing. Trump wrote, Vladimir, stop. Okay, this is just, I guess, more outreach to the president of Russia to stop. I'm assuming this, yeah. Do we even, like, I just don't know anymore, guys. It's all propaganda. It's all propaganda, all of it. And of course the stock market's eating it up. And that's why I called it out yesterday. I'm like, there's no real news here. Everyone's pumping for no reason. It's too early, man. We just gotta chill. We gotta freaking chill. Crypto bubbles looking pretty bad now this morning. Everything's down about 5 to 10%. That's on the top 500. Let's look at the top 100. Yeah, same kind of thing here. Shaking our markets to the core. Except the Trump coin still persists at around 30%. Market bell opens in about 1 minute. Here we go.
I know that's not really news that anybody probably would have focused on, but we could see that happening months ago. So immediately when it looked like the new administration was going to come in and there was the possibility of tariffs, you could see purchasing managers immediately mobilizing to start bringing goods in faster because of the uncertainty factor.
Bitcoin's still holding on 92.7.
US tech is influencing global markets.
Technology is driving business across Europe.
Companies in Asia are betting on tech.
Now, come on. Get to it. You got 30 seconds.
Your fixed income fix. Watch Bloomberg Real Yield around the world.
I just want this all to be over, man. This is ridiculous. There we go. Ring the bell. Let's watch the world burn.
Of trading this
26 seconds.
Interest. I'm Matt Miller. We are seeing futures now pointed up across the board, even after China came out, rebuffed Trump's statement that they were in talks and said the U.S. needs to lower tariffs completely before they will get into a discussion.
Here we go.
So we have 0.2% now on the S&P, almost double that on the NASDAQ. Investors more bullish.
It makes no sense.
Than they were over the past couple of hours. Down at the New York Stock Exchange, we've got Volunteers of America ringing the opening bell. Good for them. And down on the NASDAQ market site, here we have Pinnacle Foods ringing the opening bell. PFAI, the ticker there. But Katie,
yes.
The word that they may be thinking about, that they may be concerned about, is uncertainty. We've been hearing that across the board out of earnings.
It is the word of the season, truly. If I had a dime for how many times uncertainty had been said on earnings call, I would have at least 3, because you had Chipotle and PepsiCo pulling their outlooks this morning. American Air also pulling its 2025 guidance entirely. I'm getting closer and closer to $1. You take a look at what's
all right, I'm going to let them take that all in this morning, give them a few minutes, and then hopefully we'll start to see something break, because this makes no sense, guys. It's like, oh, we're not actually having these talks on tariffs, but yeah, we're gonna keep the market up going. Yeah, so we got some things to also go over this morning with just Bitcoin's chart from last night. Look at this, guys. From last night, not looking like our baseline or bullish target played out at all. We actually did play into a bearish, our bearish prediction. Although, look at this, we actually are still honoring this market open. I played this move out yesterday morning, and it's still kind of going. We actually came back down here, and we hit these lows that I drew on the chart yesterday morning, and yeah, we could see possibly a break up to the upside on the backs of terrorizing the market, flight the safety, flight the quality with Bitcoin, or we could be, some of you guys could be attempting to hold this knife Maybe not on this particular chart, but on some of the other ones. Bitcoin just breaking back above 93K now in the market open. We just lost that about $50 ago. And we're coming back down to retest. So yeah, we could probably roll this on over, retest 92 and some change. And then, hopefully move it in the right direction with, the fear in the market right now. Come on. We need more fear. Let's get back in here and see if they're saying anything else.
Every data point feels stale at this point. So when you take a look at the sell-side strategist community that you cover so closely, we're talking about Deutsche Bank downgrading their expectations for the year end just this morning. I mean, how do investors and strategists plan around all of this uncertainty?
I mean, the reality is no one knows what's going to happen, and a lot of strategists just don't want to admit it. If you look at Bank of America, Civitas, the Romanian, there said that the S&P could end anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000 by the end of the year, just highlighting the range of outcomes.
So ridiculous.
The same thing they said. It's basically impossible to, figure out what direction stocks are going, and you could look at the fundamentals, but anything can be changed by a tweet at this point.
All right, Alex, thanks very much. Alex Semin over there from Bloomberg News talking to us about the earnings reports thus far. We're only about a third of the way into earnings season, so there's still a lot to go, and the big ones are yet to come, the scary ones, like the big Mag 7 and the retail names. We're back with John Hancock, co-chief investment strategist, Emily Rowland. So, Emily.
All right, let's take a look real quick at just the fear and greed for the stock market. Fear and greed for the stock market right now is sitting still in fear at 28 after the market opens, still holding on to about 28. So it's just a hair above extreme fear still. Crypto fear and greed is greedy this morning before the market opened, and still greedy again now. Coming down from the 70, the low 70s yesterday. I think it was 72 yesterday, I think. So about 10 points down on the fear and greed index for the crypto space. All right, the dollar is still holding on to 99. Still holding on to 99. Come on. Break down, you. It's dead. It's dead, sir. Oh, man. We need this thing to go away. Okay, so we also got crypto bubbles coming up a little bit. No, not really. Not even in the last hour, about 1%, maybe 0.5%. Okay, what else we got in our space? Polymarket right now still predicting the Fed rates decision to be no change, 91%. Nothing has changed. U.S. recession going up just a tiny bit, about 1% from yesterday on the betting markets. Still a flip of a coin, guys. Yesterday I flipped a coin and we were going to get a recession. Today I flipped a coin and we're not going to get a recession. So yeah, anything's possible today. All right, let's see if there's anything else going on breaking in our space as well. We've got Bitcoin.com news. Let's see. Price watch for Bitcoin signals a potential surge beyond resistance. Yeah. Hopium right there headlining. No real news, of course, today as well. In the beginning of the day, Coinbase provides a $100 million credit facility to Bitcoin mining company. Interesting. But not interesting enough to dive into. Bull case, JP Morgan expects gold to reach 4,000 an ounce by 2026. Why is that trending on Bitcoin.com news? JP Morgan still also calling for that $120,000 Bitcoin price target. I still have that target on my chart. If we zoom out to the 1 hour or the daily, you can probably see it on the daily. Still can't see it on the 4 hour. Where am I? Oh, there it is. All the way over there. Boom. That's JP Morgan's target for the year, which I think is conservative at best. Can I not zoom out? There it is. JP Morgan's $120,000 prediction they predicted back in 2024. That's the next target, guys. And I've got more. I've got way more higher than that. Citibank predicts this year $318,000 Bitcoin. So that was Citibank's prediction. And we keep going. Just filling in the gaps. We also have Arthur Hayes looking at $1 million Bitcoin by next year. He's probably come back on that target, though, since 2024. Anyway, so that is what we're at right now with Bitcoin. Some of our favorite coins right now still holding into the game. Let's see, Jasmine this morning still is around 1 penny 6. Shutting off a little bit of its gains from yesterday. Still looking pretty good. Creating, again, this cup and handle like pattern. Could see another sideways movement to get the handle and then break up to the upside. Still playing out into our long-term game, which will take us all the way to 8 cents, hopefully in the next few weeks. I really hope so, guys. I'm so sick of waiting for some of these bigger moves. XCN sitting at 2 cents. Right now, look at over 2 cents right now. Still pulling. Look at these. This bullish momentum is still continuing. Very, very exciting. And I pointed this out last time. The last time we got the same tight pattern, we blew up a huge percent, about 275%, 300%, 400% from that move. I think it's going to be around 200% of a breakout to get us back to a similar level, a similar like breakout at about 5.5 to 6 cents. So super excited to see that happen and play out for XCN. Again, larger macro conditions need to continue in our favor for that to happen. Swift Coin, same sort of thing as well for Swift Coin. Although I did not break this down yesterday. Again, almost on par with XCN's breakout. Almost, exactly same pattern, about ready to explode, and to the upside. That, of course, would take us to, again, a 400% breakout, which will probably get about to 200 from where we are now. 300, maybe 300. 300% move to about, 6 cents as well. I mean, they're both on par with each other, guys. About 6 cent target as well. Crazy, crazy stuff ahead for XCN and Swiftcoin. Yeah, I'm excited for both these coins, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so we're looking at ZBCN as well. Still sitting around the bottom. Still a great project to be DCing, but about ready to shed off this other zero. 2 zeros, 1 is right around the corner yet again. We just hit it yesterday as well. So I think that's going to pop off. This coin can't get much lower than this. We are at the bottom, literally. Okay, Myria. It's been awesome to talk about Myria. That's that high-risk gaming play I talk about from time to time. Still sitting at the very bottom as well for this project. Tons and tons of zeros. Still 3 zeros, 8. Yeah, don't really see too much happening right now. This is, again, a longer-term time frame play for Myria. Okay, so that is, of course, my altcoin roundup, at least shilling my bags. What are you guys looking at? What are you guys DCing into right now? Let me know in the chat as I get back into Bloomberg real quick to see if anything breaking is happening. Probably not.
Something that's going to be a positive here for the bond market. Yes, rates are chopping around here, but I don't think that bonds are sniffing out the slower growth and disinflationary environment that we think unfolds over the course of 2025. Gotta be maybe a little bit patient to get there.
Yeah, there's a really interesting disconnect brewing between, of course, survey expectations of inflations and what we're actually seeing in commodities. Unfortunately, we got to leave it there. Emily, great to speak with you as always. That is Manulife, John Hancock's Emily Rowland. Now, coming up, ServiceNow results show strong demand for software. We'll hear from CEO Bill McDermott next. This is Open Interest. All
right, let's catch up with the chat since they're going into break. But yeah, things are getting kind of lackluster, man. I wanted some chaos, damn it! What the hell? It's like I said yesterday. Everyone's just exhausted. They're just buying out of boredom. They have no idea what's about to come. Yeah, so Dixie's still holding 993. Even on the news that we're not talking to China, it's all just smoke and mirrors and nonsense. And someone is lying in the room. Not sure who, on which side, but I have a guess. I have a good guess. I think Trump is doing it on purpose to, again, about face Jerome Powell and get these interest rates cut. And that's kind of why I think JP Morgan has come out and said they also predict a rate cut by the end of this month. It's like, what the hell? Who sees that coming? There's only 6 days left. Not this month, in May. In next month. So we got 6 days until May. So yeah, JP Morgan is still expecting that to happen in May, even though, yeah, the rest of the world is betting against that hugely. I mean, 90% against that. All right, let's take a look at the chat real quick. What do we got? What do we got going, guys? Danny, yo, stopping by, drop a like, and yeah, get to work, man. Good morning, all. Economic chaos. Where is it? I want it. I want to see it, man. Where's the freaking chaos? Bring the chaos. I need blood in the streets. I'm gonna have some dry powder here soon, man. I need some blood. Would you mind taking a look at Grand Rising, everyone? Moto J, how's it going, Moto J? Would you mind taking a look at We Can, a new project that could have some potential? Partnerships with Seal SQ, WiseKey, HBAR, JP Morgan, and the Rothschild Connections. Oh, you said a word. I said a thing. I'm gonna get shadow banned now. Damn it! Damn it. Can it also super low market cap as well. Interesting. We can take a look at that too, for sure. For sure. We can look at We Can. Oh my god.
What are you, stupid?
All right, let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick for Moto J. My guy, my dude. Okay, Moto J. I'm opening too many tabs. CoinMarketCap. Boom. We can group. Let's see what's going on with this coin. 201. So a fraction of a penny, almost a quarter of a penny right now in price action. Circulating supply is 827 million We Can tokens. Max supply though, damn, 6 billion. So not even a sixth of the way allocated yet for this project. That's a little. We can take a look and see what's going on with like the allocations when they're going to be distributed, but that's kind of a red flag to me right out the gate. At least for this cycle, it could still be a solid project with great momentum moving into it, but maybe not for this cycle. 2 billion total supply. Max supply is 6 billion, and the circulating supply is 800 million, which tells me it probably still has a lot to allocate this year, and is being withheld within the project itself. Okay, so or it could just be that it's a rug pull. That's why you got to do your research, guys, right? Anyway, but by the partnerships you mentioned, I really doubt it. I really doubt the rug pull. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
What are you, stupid?
Okay, I deserve that. Okay, moving on. Okay, so about this project, We Can is a Swiss-based company specializing in blockchain solutions across a suite of products, over 100 institutional clients. The company leverages blockchain technology to provide secure, efficient, and decentralized solutions for business, aiming to offer transparency, immutability, and efficiency in different industries. Why We Can token? We Can token to define the precise use. Customers using our blockchain will pay for the transaction fees with the We Can token on our We Can blockchain. Who are going to use it? 100 financial institutions that compose most prestigious Swiss private banks. I mean, you're talking about a Swiss bank account, so they're all going to be rifling in this thing. I don't know. That might be a good play there, but Moto J may have found a good one. Asset managers use our tools and will therefore be able to use the We Can token. They are developing new business cases and industries, notably luxury industry and with private clinics, hotels. Michelle Rayburrier, I don't know. Or Michael, I don't know. Michelle, I'm assuming that's how you spell Michelle in their part of Europe. Hospitality group present in Europe in the sectors, is a key partner with the lead investor of the private pre-sale of the We Can token. Who are Financial We Can group? Okay, let's see the products they include. We Can offers must have professional compliant. This is still pretty early. So they're gonna have a compliant alternative to WhatsApp. We can comply to Venmo. So it sounds like kind of like a higher scale, uppity version of like Venmo for Europe, tying themselves to the Swiss bank accounts. We can group price there. Okay, where are the where's the other stuff on this token? This is it. This is all they're sharing. They have a website. They're not sharing a website on the CoinMarketCap. I don't know. We could probably look into a little bit more, but there's the white paper there on the website. There we go. So I'm more curious about the allocation and token structure. Yeah, is it not fully released? We can company blockchain. Is it built on top of Sui too? It looks like it is. We could go back and check that too. There's a contract. I can only copy. I can't go to like scan. All right. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I mean, it looks like a solid project at face value. I would be more interested to see, what their current token distribution looks like, and how much the project's holding, and what the time frame they're looking at, because that's a huge allocation that's just sitting in the supply within the holders of the project. You're talking about half of what's allocated right now, more than half of what's allocated right now is just floating around the project itself. But it still could be a project I think could probably be more of a next cycle play. So if you want to take a look at that, I personally wouldn't be involved in it right now unless I got some other, big news thrown at my desk. Jeez. All right, guys. Let's get back into it. Double check the chat, see if we can catch up on there. Tola, how's it going, Tola? Salute, my guy, salute. Coffee in the morning with Otaku, still getting ZBEC at this price. Heck yeah, any way we can, before it gets that zero ticket off again, is a good time to be buying. We're still at the bottom. I had to explain someone to that on the live last night, too. It's still fine. We're still at a good place to be buying ZBEC right now. Grand Rising, everyone. Milk Money says DCA ZBEC wall the 3 zeros. Tunnel vision. That's right. Keep the laser eyes for ZBEC with the 3 zeros for sure. That's still every place I've been parking my DCA into here with all my dry powder is still going to ZBEC. For sure. Moto J, I should have said Red Shield. Jeez. All right. Moto J says, is brand new definitely risky? Talking, of course, about the Weekend project. And yes, cool. Thank you. Of course. Thank you for bringing the project to the show. There's tons and tons of projects every single day that no one's ever heard of, no one's ever seen, because we're sitting on millions of coins right now, especially if you count all the ones that pumped out fun, which I do, because they could break out of that hellhole anytime. That's how we got freaking fart coin, probably. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure what the latest big or Toshi could have started pumped out fun. I forget. So many damn altcoins. All right, guys. Let's see what the talking heads are talking about over at Bloomberg.
Because we are the only software platform I'm personally aware of that can take out billions in cost in government around the world, and certainly the United States is looking at that very closely, and we're excited.
I mean, have you spoken to Elon about the work that he's doing? How did you make sure that
Elon's not even part of the project anymore
to be able to bring the transformation, bring the efficiency?
Well, you have to remember the agencies are run by amazing public servants and great leaders. And Doge is doing the right thing. They obviously want to make good for the American people. So
yeah, but they stopped their target at 150 billion. 150 billion is nothing. It's nothing. it's a little over a 10% of a $1 trillion. For us to really make any dent, we need to be saving trillions of dollars. So yeah, hopefully the tariffs can bring in some of that, because it's not looking good for America right now. I'm just gonna come out and say that. It's been a while since we actually looked at the Doge website. I did take it off of our lineup because it wasn't moving. The tracker was not moving at all, and of course, Doge, Elon Musk's official Doge statement was that we were going to stop at $150 billion in savings for the year, and I'm just like, that's your target. That's where you are currently. So what gives, my guy? What gives? So sitting at 160 billion right now. I think they just want to keep an expectation low and then just keep pushing above that little by little. Amount saved per taxpayer is only $1,000. This is nothing. This is nothing. That's nothing. All right. So that's what's going on Doge right now. Pretty much nothing, Burger. David Swikirk, of course, saying that, what's $1 billion? what's $100,000? We print about $100,000 every single second. We're borrowing about 100 grand. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. All right. So what else we got? What else? I'm jumping around here all over the place. U.S. national debt. It's been a while since we talked about this in the morning. 36,765 billion. It's not stopping there either, with the world debt clock also telling you everyone is negative 100% debt to GDP in all nations all across the world. Pretty much, especially the top four. Japan's still sitting at right around 290%. Nuts. This was 305 last year. Okay, so What else we got, guys? We're sitting at almost 10 o'clock. Where is the fear? Where is the dollar dumping? Where's the fun stuff? I came for blood. Come on, give me some blood. Let's check some more news sites, I guess. See if anything else popping off. On the real news, I can share with you what I got this morning. Just in Missouri last night, passed the Senate with the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill. They're moving on to, getting this thing going towards the end of enacting this finally into fruition for their state, Missouri. Of course, guys, we covered the big one last week, which was Arizona. Already passed, just waiting to get enacted. Samson Mao met with Satoshi Hamada, not Satoshi Nakamoto. Maybe. No. Of course, still doing the Lord's work over in Japan and across the world, getting everyone to adopt Bitcoin and nation states specifically we're talking about here. Member of the upper house of the Japanese Diet to discuss the urgency for Japan to adopt a national Bitcoin strategy. Last December, Mr. Hamada publicly raised the need for a strategic Bitcoin reserve to the government. We had a great discussion on importance for Bitcoin, why the government's focus should be a Bitcoin-only focus, and the economic benefits of Bitcoin strategy would bring to Japan. Thank you, Samson, for doing all the work, my guy, doing all that work. We also got Jack Mallers on the news, talking about this newest venture project with Counter Fitzgerald and Strike, right? That big partnership they have with them, targeting a 500 Bitcoin. Just basically saying he's building a Bitcoin bank called 21, doing the Michael Saylor strategy as well. So if you guys want to watch that, it's about 5-6 minutes long. It is a good one, though. It is a good one. We played a little bit of this clip last night, but I don't want to spend too much of that this morning. All right, guys. All right. That's all I got for you this morning, man. It's been really lackluster in the news. The big one, of course, being we're not talking to China. Or they're not talking to us. And someone is lying about something. Jeez, Carl B. Menger. How to buy Bitcoin 101. Sit down, shut the F up, and buy Bitcoin. Thank you. Of course, being portrayed by Michael Saylor. Oh, jeez. What is this? Africans are denied access to go bid for Pope Farewell. This is weird political stuff happening right now. Just in, Coinbase expands partnership with PayPal to advance stable coin payments. That's big. We just talked about this in the news yesterday about how PayPal is going to be adding a 3.7% APR to their, or APY, whatever, a yield, a 3.7% yield per year on their token. So yeah, for them to partner up with both the stablecoin, providers, as well as Coinbase is going to be phenomenal for PayPal. Bitcoins will do to banks what email did to post office, says legendary the Bitcoin Teddy over there on Twitter. And those are the big things right there. What in the world? I have no idea. Some weird political stuff popping up. Try to find you guys some live stuff without getting banned on YouTube. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. People are stupid on Twitter. U.S. ETFs bought 20,490 since the start of the week. Of course, Bitcoin stacking BlackRock, of course, buying 11,000 Bitcoin this week. All right, let's get back to the chat, guys, and see what else you guys are talking about. Markets are kind of stale, lackluster this morning. I want to see some blood. Dixie is still moving on up, too, 99.4. Not my finest hour, guys. Not my finest hour. I want some more chaos. Come on. Michael Saylor demands chaos.
Bitcoin's powered by chaos. When Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
I'm getting frustrated. 92,600. Bitcoin's still flirting with this level. We could probably see a pullback today. Around probably a 91.5 would be probably the next big target if we were to lose this right now. Again, we've already kind of bounced off of that already this morning. At 5:30 a.m. All right, let's check back with the chat real quick. And man, I'm gonna see if I can dig up some other goodies. But I don't know what's going on, man. Everyone's just trading for no reason. Trading blind is what everyone's doing. All right. So yeah, it's great. Okay. Richie Rich, how's it going, Richie Rich? Man, you the Richie Rich? Don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. A great job, Otaku. My God, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Jesus. Yes, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We just broke 555 yesterday. I was excited. It's my favorite number. three times my favorite number. All right, so I can't stop buying Z-Bag. I might have a problem. No, you do not have a problem. I'm right there with you, guy. It's 100% warranted right now. Sitting at 308, 309. It don't matter. 30 something. I'm buying. Okay, the unknown. Bringing on the flames. Yes. Oh, we need more. We need more flames. We need more flames. The retro gaming play that you shared was cool last night. Thank you. Yeah, that was Miria's Minecraft mod getting NFT, tokenized NFTs on Minecraft with RetroCraft. Pretty cool stuff over there if you guys like, of course, like old games like Mario Kart and stuff like that. I think they're even doing like a mod with like Smash Bros. It kind of reminds me of like Roblox to Minecraft. I've never played Roblox, but there's a ton of mods in that game that people just throw money at. So anyway, how do I become a paid member, bro? Cody Bakula, how do you become a paid member? Well, you can't. You can't just yet. I'm still trying to grow the stream enough. I think somewhere between now and 1,000 subscribers is where I get monetized, where I can do all the fun stuff. I just mentioned that this morning. We're about 300 to 500 hours of watches away from getting monetized to those key levels. And I think after that, it's going to be, the 1,000 subscriber mark. So I'm still a baby. Been doing this for 2 years. But, this space is going to pop off like you wouldn't believe. And this is definitely the time to be growing a channel. And I encourage everyone to do so too. If they really feel passionate enough about the space, they definitely got to get out there and do something. Because you think that there's enough of us out here. There isn't. There is not. I mean, there's only 300 million people in crypto, maybe in the world. There's 8 billion people. So anyone out there with a platform to speak on, like me, is doing, of course, their share, man. They're doing their share. And I encourage anyone to get out there and do something in their own kind of way. The retro game, yes. Okay, so we got good morning, Jake the Snake. Good morning. Start your own Patreon, Otaku. Oh, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Because I would love to have nights of debauchery with you guys too, unhinged over on my platform. But one of these days, we'll definitely get there. All right, but baby steps. I didn't want to grow this channel too fast either. Originally, I took my time and of course, mastered my craft in my own chaotic ways, right? Oh, guys, the bears are coming. 92,800. Bitcoin slipping still off that 93K level, climbing up just a little bit. And the Dixie, man. Dixie's popping off. It's still flirting. Oh, it keeps jumping all over the place. 99.4, 99.3. Come on, make up your mind. This is actually kind of looking bullish now. Well, bullish for us. Bearish for them, as it's about to double top here at about 99.4. This could roll on over if it does not get above there in the next 15 to 30 minutes. We could go back down to retest some of these lower levels of 99 flat. Hopefully, and break that down to 98. We need to get some news, man. Some real news, some juicy news. I said this yesterday. Everyone's trading on no news. Everyone's going in blind. It makes no freaking sense. Bringing the heat map, of course, for free is Kimber the White Snow Lion. Looking like we are continuing our pathway up. People are about ready to get wrecked here at about 93K. All right. Why is that so blurry? Jesus. Why is that 480p? Come on. Jeez. I can at least handle a 720 right now. Okay. So yeah, I'm watching that, of course, on the back end too. All right, I got a lot of windows open, guys. A lot of windows open. All right, we can get rid of that right there. Let's take a look back over at Bloomberg and see if they're popping off with anything new as well. I think it's this one here. Yeah, got so many.
Now we're going to bring you Michael McKee. Bloomberg's Michael McKee's down in Washington, D.C. with Fed Governor Chris Waller. Let's take a listen to their conversation.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome to Bloomberg Television and Radio Worldwide. Chris Waller, thank you for taking the time to come in today.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate having me.
China. Talking about
gave a speech a short time ago in which you said tariffs are the elephant in the room. Elephant seems to have only gotten bigger. You told me you were in St. Louis yesterday for a Fed Listens event, which is supposed to be about your framework review, and all anybody wanted to talk about was tariffs?
Yeah, that's pretty much the talk of the town. It's kind of hard not to talk about the economy without having to address it.
Well, the Beige Book yesterday addressed it, used the word uncertainty 80 times in that. Companies talking about not growing, but possible layoffs, getting ready to do something to try to mitigate the effects of tariffs. Are you hearing the same things from companies that they're sort of stepping back and just sitting on the sidelines?
Yeah, and that's the general tone of every person I've talked to out in the private sector is that they're just kind of frozen by what's going to happen with tariffs. And so CapEx, everything has just come to a stop. It doesn't mean it won't happen later when there's a little more clarity, but it has actually just stopped. If the tariffs, the large tariffs had stayed on or come back on, then firms are trying to figure out how they're going to absorb some of that cost. And the minute they do that, they're looking at other ways to cut costs, and labor is obviously one way they do that. So it wouldn't surprise me that you might start seeing more layoffs, a tick up in the unemployment rate going forward if the big tariffs in particular come back on. The smaller tariff world of 10 to 12%, most of the firms I talk to, they figure out they can deal with it. They kind of often give me this kind of formula. Our suppliers will eat a third of it, we'll eat a third of it, and we'll pass a third of it on to consumers. So if you're talking about a 10 to 12% tariff, it's not a big price hit to the consumers if that's all they pass through.
But economics tells us that tariffs in general are not good. So even if we get the smaller tariffs, does that still leave business on the sidelines and growth prospects lower?
Well, it is a tax, and it's inevitable that there's a tax. But however, I've always tried to tell people that, given the fiscal situation we're in, we need to get some better control of the budget deficit, and that means some combination of taxes and spending. It's just an argument about what taxes do you want to have to raise. So nobody likes taxes. I don't like taxes.
Bitcoin's pushing up to 93.2.
You get our fiscal situation under control, you're going to have some tax revenue, and there's no obvious reason why tariffs should be off the table per se.
We have some tariffs in place, even though the president goes back and forth about other tariffs, but he put some on in March. When do we start to see that in the hard data?
Well, by taking off the April 2nd tariffs, you postpone that decision till July. So we'll see some of the 10% tariffs and the auto tariffs. Some of that will start coming through particular sectors. But it's not likely to me that by the July 1st, you're going to see really big impacts from it. You will see it, like I said, in CapEx and things like that have just been put off to the side. So you probably see some softening in the data, but you're probably not likely to see anything dramatic happen before we get a better decision from the administration what they're going to do with the big tariff package that they initially proposed on April 2nd.
Well, what will we see first? A big rise in inflation or a slowdown in growth, perhaps epitomized by the unemployment rate?
I think you could see both of them almost happen at the same time, just in the sense of, like I said, that firms have to make a decision right away to pass through. Now, they have a lot of firms told me they have price contracts, so they're protected for a little while until they have to renegotiate those price contracts. But they're all anticipating, particularly the bigger tariffs, they're all anticipating they're going to have to cut costs somewhere. And the easiest thing to do when firms have 65 to 70% of their costs is labor, to start shedding some labor. So you might see layoffs start to happen about the same time you start seeing prices going up. So I'm not so convinced that it's going to be one first and then the other.
There goes your job, Strawberry.
Roughly at the same time. We're very close together.
I assume that we're not going to see any move from the Fed on May 7th, but when would you have enough data, you think, to be able to make a decision one way or another on whether you need to move rates?
Well, as I was saying, the president's put off any decision on the large tariff world that was proposed on April 2nd until July. So all you're going to see probably till July is whatever the existing tariffs are in place. And as I said, I don't think you're going to see enough happen in the real data in the next couple of months until you get past July. When you get to the second half of the year, I think we'll start having better ideas what's going to happen with the tariff world that the administration's considering. And by then, you'll start seeing more in the form of tariff price pass-through and also stuff on the real side. But there's not like you're not going to see anything on the real side because of all the uncertainty in terms of freezing decisions, spending decisions.
Well, let's put some parameters around your thinking. On the employment mandate side, what level of unemployment would bother you?
Well, it's more the speed at which it would start going up. I mean, if it just ticked up 1/10, ticked up 1/10, ticked up 1/10, kind of like what we saw last year, it would be concerning, but it wouldn't be a big problem. But if it starts going up 2/10, 3/10 a month, then that's going to happen because you're seeing layoffs starting to take off. And the labor market's in kind of a good spot. It's not like 2022 where you could reduce vacancies. Now, if labor demand pulls back, it's going to be in terms of bodies. So you'll see employment start to drop. So I'm more concerned about the speed at which the unemployment rate starts going up. And if there's a big reaction to big tariffs, it could go up very quickly.
4.5% is, I guess, the SOM rule trigger. Would that be a trigger for you?
You know, I gave a speech last September where I kind of discounted the SOM rule as a mechanical description of the data, and what it really is capturing is shock.
All right, guys, I don't want to spend too much time with him, but very, very interesting. This is Christopher Waller. If you guys don't know, he used to be a Federal Reserve. He used to be on the board of Federal Reserve Governors. I think it's like the 2020s. So he's seen some shit. So it's really cool to see his take on this. And he was also referring to the Blue Book too. I mean the Beige Book, the Blue Book, Kelly Blue Book. Jeez. The Beige Book, yeah, which was the Fed's. The Fed's. What is it? They put it out like I think like twice a quarter. Maybe less than that. I know like it was like 8 or 10 times a year they come out with the Beige Book, which basically is all the central banks like. Information governing around the economy and whatever. So that's kind of what they're talking about right now. So really interesting take to see where he feels this is going to land into possibly June, July. I'm kind of looking at a June. He's more on the July 1st era time frame. So interesting to see that happening. I want to see what they're talking about right now. One more time.
Price level effect. The demand slowdown would offset some of that. As consumers back off, employment goes down, unemployment rises, wealth continues, financial wealth declines, you will see demand effects from that. That'll put downward pressure on inflation. So it may not be as high as people think. But the critical thing is it's going to be take some courage to stare down these tariff increases in prices with the belief that they are transitory. I'm not going to lie that we all have 2021 in our
Yes, there's some chaos right there.
Forward. But, you know, the question is, what are the things that will cause this inflation to persist through the initial tariff increases? And I just have a hard time seeing exactly what that would be.
Well, do you think if we start to see the economy slow, that you would be more reluctant to cut rates because you expect that tariffs and the higher inflation will come down because of the demand effect?
See, I'm willing to look through whatever tariff price effects there are, and I've said that. So for me then, I'm not going to overreact to any increase in inflation that I think is attributable to the tariffs. But if I see a significant drop in the labor market, then the employment side of the mandate I think is important that we step in. And we would have to start. I said this last week in my speech. You know,
it sounds like he's just reiterating the same thing.
Once I start seeing.
So yeah, very interesting. Again, Christopher Waller. I do want to move back into the chat though, guys. You guys have been blowing up the chat. Want to catch up with you guys over there. Strawberry Dragons saying we need more people to create more chaos. 100%. We need more people. Not only on the channel, but also in our space as well. It's still too early, guys. And then Strawberry Dragon says, I am kind of excited if my work offers unpaid leave. I mean, AI is pretty much taking over anyway. That's right. And you are the perfect segue to this one. You know where I'm going with this. Yes, AI is coming for your jobs, guys. Welcome to the dystopian future 2025. The robots are coming. The robots are coming. They're going to take your jobs. And they're going to replace you faster than you think. That's why Elon was, of course, in the forefront of all this. Yeah, probably. So yeah, AI is coming for a job. If you guys are a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, a writer, a journalist, a bookkeeper, a receptionist, a bank teller, a travel agent, a factory worker, if you guys are in customer service of any kind, I don't care. You're going to be on the chopping block first. foremost first. Yeah, factory workers especially are already being replaced every single day. Fast food workers already are being replaced by screens. We don't even have cash registers and McDonald's no more, man. just screens everywhere. I remember showing that dystopian future pictures from the 80s where it's like McDonald's Playland is like trees and shit, and now it's just like, yeah, it's just it looks like an Apple store. It's just so sad. Yeah, my childhood was, yeah, something else. And yeah, of course, your friends, your family, we're going to be replaced as well with anyone in the bedroom, man. Is on the chopping block too. If you cannot put out for your spouse, there will be a robot that will put out for them. Just saying. All right, guys, we got to keep it family friendly. All right. Jeez. So they're coming, guys. You can't stop the robots. They're coming. They're here, and they're ready to take over. All right. Well, they're still talking, guys. I guess we can see if they're gonna, cap this off or what.
Policy just like anybody else. But central bank independence, as we saw, I think, on Monday, is critical to the well-functioning of the U.S. economy. It has served us well. It allows us to do things in a non-political way, and it's something I worked on in my academic life, research-wise, for 20 years about the value of it. And I don't think there's ever been anything in the data that shows you that lack of independence is a good thing.
Well, would ad hominem attacks like we've seen on the chair make it harder for the next chair to do the job? Does the job itself?
I think
talking about Jay Powell's job. All right, I'm over it. I'm over that. Of course, he's insight on the Fed, Federal Reserve. Okay, so yeah, we also got, I wanted to share this too. Look how close we are to flipping silver again today. If I can pull, what the hell? I just lost it. I just dragged it over and it got sucked up by something. All right, I'll just open a new tab. Bitcoin rate coming back down to retest 93K. Having a hard time keeping that level. See if we can double test we're probably on the double top. Who am I kidding? Well, we'll take a look at the chart here in a second. But before I do that, of course, I wanted to show you guys silver about ready to get flipped by Bitcoin again. Only 0.03 trillion away from flipping silver again. Yesterday was exciting because we did actually take over Amazon. We were number 5 for a few hours. For a few hours yesterday morning was exciting. I really wanted to see a big collapse again like yesterday. That was so much fun yesterday. I'm sure we'll get it again here soon. All right, so let's get back into the charts. Let's see what's going on with our coins. Today's still looking kind of mixed. Trump coin still holding most of the gains and 30% up on the day. Polygon up 60% of the day. Man, Polygon hasn't broken out in a long time. I haven't ever even said anything positive about Polygon since probably January. It's been a long time for Polygon. Although they did just get, that's December. Yeah. So everything looks like it's rolling on over. Everything looks like it's the same chart right now for most altcoins. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, look at this. It's still honoring that trend we drew yesterday. So this could still break us towards the upside, getting closer to that 100K target level. Again, I'm going to leave this up for those to recap tonight. Of course, where we landed into our bear target. Again, like to call it like I see it. I'm not claiming the win tonight, right? I mean, it did, of course, follow exactly where we threw that down for the bear target, but I'm not calling it. We're gonna win so much. I'm tired of winning, though. Even get tired of winning. I am so tired of winning, Please, too much winning. Yeah, it's too much winning. But yeah, tonight into today, we gotta stay above 93. We gotta get above it again. If we can get above 93, which looks like we're already drawing down from, probably gonna come back down and retest this we drew last night. So we're probably going to see something like that. This takes us into the afternoon. Yeah, right after about 12 o'clock, people can start to take out their breaks. It's probably going to see a bit of a bounce here. That'd be my guess into intraday trading. So something like that. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Again, we got 2 more hours until noon, 3 more hours until it really pops off and the volatility picks up. So we got some time, guys. We got some time. So hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Staying busy. That's number one key factor. Keep yourself busy. I got to clean my house with a pest inspectors are coming today to make sure that my house doesn't have termites and shit. I don't know. I don't freaking know, man.
What are you, stupid?
I just want to sell this damn house so I can get some more dry powder. That's right, guys. I'm selling this house for some more dry powder, just like I sold my video game collection for dry powder last year. Okay, so check back on the chat real quick before we head out for the day. We're going to come back, of course, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Beebs in the house. How's it going, Beebs? How's it going, my guy? How's Caspa going? It's been a minute since we talked about Caspa. Every time I see you, I just remind me of Caspa. And to the moon with the astronaut. Hello, future crypto millionaires, says Beebs. Beebs, legend, man, legend. Yo Mars, yo. How's it going, yo Mars. Yo Mars. My eyes are merging things. I'm seeing E's where O's are. Oh my god. Hey guy, is that flight stick you have to your right, or do your eyes deceive? No, I got ways to get to space, guys. I never think I've ever taken us to space yet. In a while. It's been a minute since it took us to space. Yeah, I got this whole thing all rigged up to take us to the moon when Bitcoin goes over $100,000. Let's see if I can get back to there. Yeah, it's been a minute since we went to space. I don't even see it here anymore. We've got cameras everywhere. We got cameras everywhere. Jeez. But I also have a the space. Yeah, you can see my flight controls here. We're ready to go. We're on the runway here in the digital realm of blockchain. Yeah, if we wanted to get to space, we could get to space anytime. We just got to get Bitcoin above $100,000. Man, this is so much stuff I haven't played with in a while. But anyway, guys, I will call it for today. I will see you guys tonight. Have a great night. Don't do anything stupid, right, Oscar?
What are you, stupid?
Stupid! Yeah, we're still early in this grand scheme of things. And we're going to the moon. We're going to the freaking moon. So I'll see you guys all later. Have a great day. And stay safe. Taco signing out. Peace.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, bold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
We're gonna crank this up to 11, guys. Let's go. Later.